Hello everybody, how you doing? LordPeteyTV here for Gaming Fire, which we're going to be ending up giving you some hot information that is kind of going on right now. So we want to talk about three things that are really big in the industry right now. First of all, make sure you hit that subscribe button here for when you want to look at every single little bit of news that's going to be coming out. We're going to try to do this once every couple of days, so everyone has a little bit of a news for what's going on. So these three items that are going on right now are kind of very interesting to me. So the first thing I want to kind of bring up is they're ending support for this game called Wild Hearts. EA has kind of launched it about I think it was about 7 or 8 months ago. Now, the thing that kind of was very interesting about it is that I thought the game was pretty good. I thought the game had a lot of potential. I thought it had a lot of different mechanisms in it than you ended up seeing in other games like Monster Hunter. So I thought it was a really good alternative for that. And I played it for a little bit here and there. We do have some videos on our on our sister channels talking about that. And I don't understand why they ended up deciding to close this down. I think that the following of it is kind of just deteriorated, and I was kind of sad to see that this happened. I really wish that we ended up seeing more enjoyable things happening from that, but unfortunately it happened. And hopefully they'll end up figuring out how to locate those people in EA into a different location, so that they can end up producing another quality game, because I thought the game was pretty quality. I think that the one thing that kind of got stuck, it was the fact that it did not have the following like everyone thought it was going to have. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They didn't announce the actual close date of the game, but they're just saying support ends. So who knows? Because everything was server based for that too. So you logged in, you found other people via server networking, and then went. So hopefully things get better. The other thing that kind of came out this week was the Nintendo Direct. Now, the thing that I thought was really cool about it, and the reason why I want to talk about it, is that they talked about F-Zero. They talked about a bunch of different things. The one thing I kind of want to now, you'll hear me scrolling through it because there's just so much information on it. I'm just going to kind of sim about a couple of really interesting things. Tomb Raider's coming back to be remastered. That's going to be really cool. There's going to be a new Wario game coming out, which I think is going to be pretty cool. I think one of the biggest things that I know myself, and I know Papa Dom from Wicked Games is excited about, is Super Mario RPG's coming back. That I'm so pumped to see remastered. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. I'm gonna have to steal my my brother's Switch and end up playing that for a little bit. They have another remake, which is Another Code. Now, if you hear what I'm saying, it's mostly just remakes that are coming out, but who knows what'll end up happening what their new content is gonna be. They have a new map for Among Us. I will tell you this: Dave the Diver is going to be coming to Nintendo Switch. That game is a huge game. I think it is a huge sleeper, and I think everybody should play it. Not only is it a really cool pixel art game, but it is really in depth. It has really lots of cool features on it. I think people should really take the time and do that. They're talking about the Nintendo Museum being finished. Mario Kart 8's going to have another DLC. And they say F-Zero 99. It's going to be pretty much a game which is going to be a new multiplayer battle royale for F-Zero, and it's going to be with 99 players on a field at a time, which is bonkers. I think that's going to be pretty cool. We'll see how that ends up going. And they're going to be remaking Paper Mario, Luigi's Mansion 2. They have a new game that's 4-player co-op called Trombone Champ. It's going to be a rhythm game. I don't know how that's going to end up going to be. From the videos and the stuff that I saw, it wasn't too crazy, but we'll end up seeing how that ends up going. And then, you know, Splatoon 3, that they're getting a new Game Pass going on with new DLC. Mario and Donkey Kong Face Off Game Boy Advance remake. Princess Peach is going to have a new game. Prince of Persia, which is going to be awesome. I think that Prince of Persia is a franchise that is not really utilized and will end up growing very soon. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So there's a lot of remakes in there. It's got a lot of really good potential coming out for this month. I think that it's going to be really, really cool. I think that the things you're going to have to keep an eye out for: Prince of Persia, the Princess Peach Showdown game, which will they're saying it's going to be coming out next year. I think that's going to be really, really cool. I think that we got to make sure you keep an eye out for the Dave the Diver. Keep an eye on that. And then Super Mario RPG, obviously, it's going to be a classic. It's going to be awesome. Tomb Raider, if you've never played Tomb Raider, play it. Hello? I mean, you'd be crazy to not. So, I don't know why you wouldn't. Now, the last big topic I kind of wanted to talk about, and this is something that I kind of read, you know, not too long ago, this morning as I'm sitting there drinking my coffee, is, so there is a gaming engine called Unity, which is very, very unique to a lot of gamers because that's what their games are in. Now, they're taking that and changing the way that the pricing platform is becoming. Now, the pricing platform for that was not very fond of what the gaming industry was happy about. So the people that were working on it, I would say the indie developers and so on and so forth, they weren't happy. So what they ended up doing was they ended up pretty much rebelling against it. Now, the thing that you wanted to note about it is that someone went too far. Yeah, you went too far, guy, because there's been way too many death threats being thrown around to the point where now the Unity offices have closed, and also they're canceling their town hall. Now, I can understand people being unhappy with the rising of pricing, especially indie developers. But at the same time, does this constitute putting death threats out there? We're not savage beasts, guys. Take the time to figure out what you want to do to properly communicate this with them. Don't just be threatening people. Nothing's going to come of this. If anything, it's going to be harder to deal with in the future. Like, I can understand you not being happy with it, but you got to remember, there are people that are working there also that are trying to, you know, go through their process and stuff. If it was something like an Activision thing where people are just trying to fill their pockets, then that's a different story. But at the same time, I still don't think death threats are something that you should be doing. You know, I will say, on the positive note, these people that are working on Unity, they can work from it at home. They can also have a little vacation time, give them a nice 3-day weekend. You know, those things are there, and you know, just take the time and figure this out and kind of clean it up, guys. Communicate in the way that you should be, not like we're, you know, some savage beast on the side of the street. Okay, all right, and yeah, that's those three things that I kind of wanted to talk about right now that are kind of really big and kind of, you know, things I wanted to talk about. I know the first one, you know, it was kind of one of those things that kind of picked up my heart. So remember, Wild Hearts shutting down is a big thing that's right now. Nintendo Direct, how it just went off, and also that Unity death threats. So just be careful. So everyone, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. This is LordPeteyTV. If you're looking at us to see us when we go live, when we're gaming, you know, we have our Twitch channel, LordPeteyTV. We have our other channels also in here in YouTube. So you can go check those out also if you're looking for more content. I love you all. Thank you very much. Dream big. Keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Be safe. And I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye, everybody.